There is an idea that the way you perceive things can change the way you act on them. If you have a mental health problem and you want some ways to act on it, then to get a healthy hobby regarding mental health and to see things differently might be helpful. We are going to look at some of these hobbies that you can cultivate, and they can literally change your mental health status from suffering to non-suffering, which is the state that everybody wants to be in, I hope. The first hobby that we're going to look at is the Tao, spelt T-A-O, and this is derived from Buddhism. The story goes that there was a monk who understood Buddhism, and 6 generations later they developed their own philosophy and practice called Taoism, the Tao teaching. I apologise if I've made a mistake in my pronunciation. It's kind of all respectfully irrelevant. It's all about the teaching and the practice. That, to me, is always the most important thing. What are you being taught and how do you practice? As a hobby, to practice, I would like to use the analogy of learning a language. If you practice French, you don't just read one book once, learn all the words. You have to read over and over again. Je m'appelle Jake, je m'appelle Jake, for that to stick in. The misconception that you can read a book like this and have it sink in, understand it, it's fine if you have that, but if you think about it as a language and really want to learn it, then you need to really practice. If you view it like a hobby, then you would want to practice every day and learn every day. View it like a hobby or learning a language. It's a mental health practice, and it is definitely worthwhile getting into. The Tao, what is it? How do you understand it and how do you practice it? Here goes. I am going to try to deliver to you the system of Taoism, what it is and the practice of Taoism. Wish me luck. First things first, the word Tao it means everything in the universe, everything around us, all encompassing, the energy that you may or not feel, that is everywhere. That is what Tao is. A person who seeks Tao must reduce their knowledge every day, discard cleverness and wisdom, discard cultural knowledge, and worries will disappear. A suggested way to achieve this is meditation, surprisingly. Meditation factors a lot in all of the teachings. The person that wrote the Tao maintains that deep meditation can teach a person a lot about the world. To rid yourself of distracting thoughts is the goal. A person that practices Taoism would do well to become like water. Water approaches all things instead of contending with them. It dwells where no one would like to stay. It comes close to the Tao. A person of perfect goodness chooses a low place to dwell, like water. They have a heart as deep as water. They offer friendship as tender as water. They speak as sincerely as water. They take action as timely as water. I like this. This sounds nice. To be like water sounds good. Like water, they never contend with others, so they never commit a mistake. In many of the teachings, there are talks of desires. In Taoism, people are born with 3 desires: the desire for food, the desire for sex, and the desire for power. Now, the teaching asks you to moderate all these things. The moderation of these things, for example, if you are a female and you walk down the street in London, quite often you get wolf whistled or heckled. This is an example of an out of control desire of the person that has done that to you. Brought into moderation, it would be nice. Society would be better. This is often a misunderstanding of many teachings, that bringing these desires in line would mean disappearing them altogether. It's not the case in any of the teachings that I've studied. Buddhism, for example, talks of the middle path. Not too much, not too little. A balance. A balance is a great teaching word to bring your life into balance. I will read one of the passages from the Tao book. It's a bit, you can hopefully you get an idea of what Taoism is about. You might or might not be intrigued by it. Keep the people from contention by disregarding people of abilities. Keep the people from theft by not valuing rare goods. Keep the people from a disturbed state of mind by concealing what is desirable. That is why, when governing the people, the sage simplifies their minds, fills up their stomachs, weakens their wills, and strengthens their bones. By keeping people from knowledge and desires, he disables wise men. He disables wise men from taking any ill action. Act in accordance with this principle of inaction, and the world will be kept in order everywhere. There you go, my short description of Taoism, the hobby, the benefit to your mental health. If you read and think about the concepts related to it, my hope is that, like me, you have some revelation that this might be a good way to live, a better way to live, and a better way to think. And that's kind of all Taoism wants you to achieve, is a better way of life. There isn't too much controversy in there if you come at it like water. There's no resistance. Please don't hesitate to type any questions in the comments and I will definitely answer you. And thank you for watching. Peace and love.